we've seen the Republican Party, and I know some of, I don't think, has anyone here ever been a Republican? I was a Republican for 2 weeks to get a job.
Raise your hand.
Okay. We'll change your registration right now. But it's unfortunate that the Republican Party has really staked out a position which is they can only win if they gerrymander or voter suppress. That's the reality. And they've been very successful in both. Now, gerrymandering has nothing to do with us, but we saw the results of the Supreme Court case that changed that the gerrymandering maps for the state U.S. representatives in Pennsylvania. We went from 5 Democrats and 13 Republicans to 9 Democrats and 9 Republicans, just because of the change of the gerrymandering, right? Now, let's go back to voting. What happened with voting? The minute the Republicans controlled the House, the governorship, both houses, Corbett, what did he do? Put in a voter ID law, right? Now that, thankfully, was overturned. But we as Democrats, and it shouldn't just be Democrats, it should be Democrats and Republicans, our vote is, this is our power. There's only 2 powers. What's the 2 powers? Angel. The 2 ways we can express ourselves in politics, or what?
We pick it.
What?
We pick it. Okay. We don't get I protest. We protest. And we vote.
Okay, no. Picket, protest, votes, and money. Right?
And we have no money.
And we can't compete.
I don't count money with the money.
Right. With Citizens United, we can't compete out on the money front. But we can, as people in Philadelphia, we can compete with our vote. Right? And in the state of Pennsylvania, we can compete with our vote. So I think another position that the voting commissioner or the city commissioner has to do in the state of Pennsylvania, as the person who's responsible for the biggest municipality in terms of numbers, we should be out there pressing the change in our restrictive voting. We have restrictive voting in Pennsylvania. So I would propose same-day registration. So now, obviously, we can't do that in Pennsylvania. Well, I know we can't do it in Philadelphia. I'm not naive. But we need to start a coalition that we lead throughout the state to do same-day registration. It shouldn't be 30-day registration. Right now you have to register 30 days prior to the election. So let's get rid of that. Let's do same-day registration. 2, let's do early voting. What's wrong with early voting? We can do that. Vote by mail. Why not? Other states do that. I mean, even in the South, even in some of the most restrictive states in the South, they do voting by mail, right? So, and I don't know if this is what our party wants, but I want it, is open primaries. Why should there be closed primaries in the state of Pennsylvania? So I propose 2 things. And there's more things I propose, but one is increase the ability to register and vote in Philadelphia using transit voter, GED voter, library voter. Also go to every neighborhood. Are you guys suing the commission for language access?
We were working on it.
Right. So I want to make sure that every community in the state, in the city, has access to interpreters and people in every community where there's a language issue. We have interpreters. We work on that also. So
the holiday voting, the day.
Again, that I would love to make it a holiday, but that's a state issue. So I would push that. I would push, 100%. Let's have another holiday. I don't think anybody's against federal holiday. So I'll do that. I like that idea. So that's what I want to do, and I want to work with community groups, and the way I'll do the translations, work with every single community ethnic group, and it's easy to find out where are, Chinese speakers, Vietnamese speakers, Cambodian speakers, Arabic speakers, Hebrew speakers, you name it. If there's any community that needs Spanish speakers, any community that needs help with language, we want to make sure that they vote.